Hey folks, Grego here from the Timescales. Here's a little tech tip, and I hope that this sincerely helps someone else that has ran into this problem with StreamYard, because AI got this wrong, and there wasn't anything on the StreamYard website itself that could suggest a problem like this. Has anyone ever seen this happen? All of the sudden you're blurry. And that's after you've done a recording. But the last thing anybody wants to see. Now, in this particular case, I was doing a couple of food tasting videos of a very rare 7-year aged cheddar cheese. This was something I could only open once, a one-time thing, and the last thing I needed was for StreamYard to fail me. And it did. Not only once, but 4 times in a row. There were 2 different cheeses, and I did 2 videos of them side by side, and these are pretty much the type of results that I got. So I thought, well, since the cheese is already opened, I have some left, I'll just reshoot the videos. But before I did that, I checked out what some of the problems could have been. One suggestion was to change browsers. I was using Google's Chrome browser, so I went ahead and used Firefox instead. Recorded the videos again, and they were blurry again. So that was not the problem with the browser. Here is what AI suggests, and I'm going to tell you how AI got this wrong, and I'm going to show you how I fixed the problem. Quality issues in StreamYard, such as a blurry image, are most frequently caused by internet connection instability. But it can also stem from an incorrect camera setting, an outdated browser, or a lack of sufficient lighting. StreamYard automatically adjusts video quality bitrate to maintain a stable stream, which results in blurriness if the connection is if the connection is weak. Okay, I narrowed that down. The very first thing, I made sure that the internet connection was solid. It is plugged into a LAN cable directly to the router. And instead of using speedtest.net by Ocala, which is the most common, Cloudflare also has a speed test that also tests your latency, as in to see if your connection is stable, not just if it's fast. So I did jump through these hoops. Looking into this more, uh, it says that go wired with Ethernet. I did it. Optimize your bandwidth. I did it. I definitely checked. I even optimized the device that I was using. Test your speeds. I did it. Reboot your computer. I did it. Not only did I do that, I used a second computer and it was the same. An incorrect StreamYard or camera setting. Okay, this is getting a little closer. Sometimes the issue is easily fixable, an easily fixable configuration within the StreamYard Studio. Check your camera resolution with the StreamYard Studio. Okay, I did do that. My resolution was set at 1080 high definition for the core plan, and I'm using a 4K camera. Manage virtual backgrounds. I'm not using one. Optimize your outgoing resolution. If network conditions are consistently challenging, you can manually lower your ongoing resolutions and settings. Okay, this did not apply because the speed I was getting was extremely fast. Let's move on to the next suggestions. Hardware and software limitations. Browser issues. StreamYard's recommended browsers are Google Chrome and Firefox. Using an outdated browser will with conflicting extensions and so on. Okay, it wasn't that. Enable hardware acceleration. I did that. I'm using a high-end gaming laptop and I have a really nice GeForce card inside of it. Definitely not the issue. Camera quality? Nope. I'm using a 4K camera by Sony. Definitely not a problem. Proper lighting is essential. Well, that didn't have anything to do with it being blurry right there. So when I was trying to figure out what happened, I realized that I started using StreamYard approximately a year ago. When in Japan, I had a lot of extra time and I wanted to play around with it. So I asked some people that I knew that used StreamYard, hey, can you come over here to this StreamYard? You can use it, but can I learn from you? Can you show me how to use it? That was awesome. Through teamwork, I made some really good real life friends. Now, recently, I switched accounts to a new StreamYard because StreamYard sent me a 50% off discount that apparently they don't always send to people that are already paying for the service. So StreamYard is really expensive, but I got it for half price and I thought, you know what? Let's just do this. And right after that is when this problem started. 6 videos in a row were ruined. There was no way to upscale them, and there was no way to re-record them because I had already opened the foods. And then something occurred to me. There was a difference. The studio I was using before did not have this local recordings. They were not turned on. I turned on local recordings. And there's a video right here on YouTube that describes these. In StreamYard, local recordings are high quality individual audio video files of each participant, saved directly to their own device, not the internet, ensuring clarity despite connection issues and providing separate tracks for detailed post production editing. This means that you get studio quality footage perfect for editing in programs like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, even if someone's Wi-Fi is poor, because it bypasses internet quality drops. Now, it was not an internet quality drop that caused this blurriness. It was this feature itself. Now, when using this, I thought that it would be a good idea to make a local recording just in case something happens and the video is blurry. Now, the local recordings can turn out really clear, just like this. This was in a 4K camera. And the reason they come out clear is that they record directly to your computer through the webcam itself. However, as you can see, this video does not have a logo or overlays. The logo is from the video I'm making now. So if you're presenting media such as overlays and you end up having to fall back to your backup copy of your local recordings, it won't have any of the overlays. So right there, you've created a massive editing nightmare. And here is how I fixed it. When you go to record a video for later streaming, you're going to see this option right here for local recordings. And you can see here where I had it turned on. Now you can see where I have this turned off, local recordings, and now the video is perfectly clear. Problem solved. This was not listed. There was no solution to this listed on StreamYard's website, and AI didn't even know. So here you go from a StreamYard user. If you're having that problem, turn off local recordings. Okay? Good luck. Enjoy using StreamYard. Peace out from San Francisco. Bye.